In today's video, we are going to take a look at a collaboration between Fowl Sounds and I present to you the Boxcutter. What's up everyone, my name is Zach and this is Fuzz Drones. On this channel, this is where we demo some of the heaviest sounding pedals and amps. Today we'll be checking out the Boxcutter. This is a collaboration between Michael and I from Fowl Sounds. We have been designing this thing for over 7 months now, and we are just excited that it's finally time to bring it to all of you. So 7 months ago, I was talking to Michael about a pedal review that I finished up for him and the record label Desert Records for the Desert Rat. I had mentioned it to Mike and I told him I thought it was really cool to see him collaborating with them on that pedal. I said to him if he ever wanted to do a collab down the line with myself, I would be all for it. Mike surprisingly said he would definitely be down, so right then and there we started brainstorming different ideas on what we should come up with. So after a few months of bouncing ideas off one another, we finally agreed upon which direction we wanted to go towards with this pedal. Me personally, I've always been a fan of sub-octave pedals along with the HM2. So I wanted to incorporate both of those pedals into the Boxcutter somehow. I've been a fan of Mike's stuff for a very long time. One of the first real demos I actually did on this page was for the Fowl Boost 2.0 pedal. Working with Mike on this has been nothing but a pleasure. The last 7 months have been such an easygoing process. Mike is a very open guy to whatever tweaks I wanted to make to the circuit. We just really gelled together very well. So now I'm going to hand it over to Mike to go over the full specs of this pedal and really show you what's going on underneath the hood.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from Fowl Sounds. Zach, once again, thanks for asking me. Like you said, it's been a pleasure the whole time. Hopefully we can do this again. In the meantime, let's talk a little bit about what's underneath the hood. There'll be a lot more technical specs available when the manual is ready for download. But until then, let's talk about it. So first thing we did is we are running it at 18 volts internally. This gives us more output. We were able to get a more aggressive fuzz with more sustain. The fuzz itself is going into an HM2 styled tone stack. The high slider on this acts pretty much just like you'd expect from from that sound. The mid and the bass are both a little bit different than maybe you've heard. A little bit lower on the bass, pretty wide on the mid, the Q, and this helps give us a little bit woolier sound that works better with the fuzz. We have also added an active peak detector to the gate, so the transistors themselves run a little bit better, powered a little bit better from the peak detector, and the gate's a little more concise and not quite as glitchy. Now to the Octave side, we're still using the CD 4013 chip, but we really want to make this track a little better, so we've added a lot of pre-filtering, post-filtering, and a couple other tricks that really help that track a little better. It still gets kind of that Doom Mario sound that me and Zach have sort of joked about, but yeah, it tracks better than the OG. And then finally, we really wanted some volume control and blend control. So what we've done is we've summed the two parallel signals, the Octave, which and the Fuzz, are summed together, like kind of like more of a mixing style. And you can adjust the volume of each of those, and then you have a master volume that controls the volume of both. So it really gives you a lot of control over how you blend them, and maybe keep that setting but use the master to go into different amps and whatnot. But anyways, Zach, thanks again, and I hope everybody out there loves this pedal as much as we do. Thanks a lot.
So for the In the Mix section, I really wanted to show what this thing could do. I wanted to come up with a huge droning soundscape track for this pedal, just because I feel in an environment like that, this pedal really shines. This pedal can definitely do the whole ambient soundscape type of deal very well, in my opinion. I also wanted to go back to the roots of how this channel first started, when I used to do a lot of full-on drone styled tracks. So now that you've heard the pedal in the mix section, let's go over some settings that I like and listen to some of my favorite tones with the Boxcutter. In the first clip, I'm going to show you how to get that buzzsaw HM2 tone by tweaking some of the tone controls on this and just giving you a little guidance on how to do that. Keep in mind this pedal does have a different distortion characteristic than the HM2, so it just breaks up differently in a way that's really unique. We're going to be playing a slightly dirtier amp just because I feel this pedal pairs well with a dirtier sounding amp, just like the HM2 does. Next up, I'm going to show you a couple of different EQ settings that are different from the buzzsaw approach. This is going to be the pedal on its own without the octave setting. After that, I'll kick on the sub-octave side of the pedal and show you what it sounds like with the sub-octave at 1 octave down. Then I'll show you how it sounds with 2 octaves down. Now I'm going to show you the amount of sustain that this pedal actually has. Even though this pedal has a built-in noise gate inside, this pedal has sustain for days. So that is the Boxcutter. If you're interested and you want to learn more about this pedal or even get your hands on one of the first 25, I will leave all the links in the description below. I just want to thank Mike again for collaborating with me on this. Mike, you've made it so easy to work with you. You are just a stand-up guy. So once again, thank you for everything, and hopefully we could do this again in the future. But until the next video, my name is Zach, and this is